Today we're taking a closer look at the Industrial Terrain pre-painted set from GameMat.eu. Spiky bits. Make sure you stay in the trenches by becoming a supporter over on Patreon and also scoring yourself some free miniature swag in the process. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out our site, spikybits.com, for all the hot hobby tutorials, news, rumors on all your favorite hobby topics. And head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today. What's up, Hobby Maniacs? Rob Baer here with a look at some fantastic looking painted terrain out of Europe. This is GameMat.eu. You probably remember we did a review of their Ruin set, which I actually have here somewhere. We keep everything stored pretty close. So there's this pre-painted set that they have for games of tabletop wargaming, of course, probably 40K or even Age of Sigmar in general. But this is more sci-fi-ish, so you could use it with a lot of different games, including 40K. I could definitely see it being used in Infinity or even perhaps Privateer. You know, it just kind of depends on what you're going for there. Now, this particular set is actually cheaper than the Gothic Ruins set. This is goes for $139. It's, like I said, pre-painted. They sell a version of it that isn't painted, but for $139, why would you buy it for only like $20-some? It's like $105. So I feel like this is where you want to be because pre-painted is good, right? It's high quality. I mean, it comes all super boxed up. Each piece is like in its own little styrofoam box or styrofoam kind of packaging inside a box, inside another box. Also shrink wrapped up, and it looks like a garbage bag when it comes to you. But man, this stuff comes in like a week. It's amazing. I don't even get stuff from the west coast of the US in a week, but I get stuff from Europe in a week. I don't know. It must be Tom Cruise witchcraft, or perhaps it's an airplane. I don't know. I'm not a shipologist, although I do ship a lot of things every month, which you guys probably already know that one. So this is technically it's an 11-piece set of terrain, depending on how many pieces you want to count these little boxes right here that you can kind of rearrange there. So these are basically small little ammo boxes, and you can stack them. They're pretty secure. You know, you can just kind of put them up there. If they fall on your stuff, it's not going to be too crazy. They got little felt pads. Well, this one doesn't, because I guess it's supposed to go on top. But majority of them have little felt pads. Actually, all of this stuff, except for these containers here, have little felt paddy things on them right there. You can kind of see, right? Now, this particular set, like I said, it's 11 pieces. So you got your main building, which kind of, you know, I really like this stuff because it kind of looks like the if you played the original Dawn of War, where they like build out the buildings, it kind of looks like some of that, but it also looks like a cross between the Forge World terrain generating terrain pieces. I forget what they call it. You know, there's a very specific GW name for that stuff. So it kind of looks like a cross between that and that. And you know, when you start getting this stuff on the tabletop, it's very cool looking because it's a line of sight blocking. There isn't a lot of, hey, let me get in this or let me assault through this. You know, you pretty much know for the most part that it is going to, you know, completely block line of sight. You can't like launch assaults through it or whatever and things like that. You get 4 of these power generators, which again come pre-painted. They're pretty big. I mean, they're definitely bigger than a Rhino here. We're gonna compare some stuff, but you can kind of tell here, you know, definitely bigger than a Rhino. So they're no slouch. This is very cool stuff. And then of course you've got your armored containers, which I haven't seen the GW ones put together yet, but I imagine, just judging on scale and pictures and things, that these are bigger than that. And they're all separate pieces. You know, you can put them down around the table and all sorts of crazy stuff there. So you get 4 of these, you get 4 of these, you get 1 of these, you get 12 of these, which you can pretty much configure to be anything, and then a couple sets of these pipes, specifically 2, which, you know, they got some little rust stains, some little muck stains on them, or, you know, sludge, whatever you want to call it, but they're very cool looking. Now, when it comes to the tabletop itself, and I'll show you this laid out on this Fallout Zone mat here that they also produce, which you've probably seen a lot of our videos, battle reports here on the Long War and Spiky Bits. This stuff is actually pretty well done for size-wise compared to, you know, some of the 40K sizes that we're working with. Even some of the vehicle or some of the mans, you can see right here, like that is a man, so it doesn't completely block line of sight, but you're definitely getting cover. For surezies there, you know. And then when you start thinking about some of the bigger kits, like, I don't know, a Land Raider or something, then you can start seeing that it actually starts coming into play a little bit more. So I feel like it's appropriately designed size-wise, fantastic looking terrain. They all have felt bottoms, and then once you lay it out, you pretty much have a large, basically full 4x6 tabletop of terrain. Now if you pick 2 of these up, there's no doubt that you will have more than enough. You could probably do some sort of like little small kind of Zoom Mortalis, or you could add your own like, industrial cranes and all sorts of things. But I mean, if you take a look at some of the paint jobs on here, I mean, you got edge highlighting, you got stains, you got weathering. Now, is it going to win you a Golden Demon? No. But for pre-painted for $139, plus shipping, of course, this stuff isn't cheap, but for the shipping, you can't really complain. Like I said, everything's always come unbroken. Never had any issues with it out of Europe in less than a week. I mean, I just feel like it's an incredible value, and that's what we're all about here, is spending your hobby bucks, smart is smart. So you can afford, more toys and more terrain and do more things for the hobby than just blowing money on stupid stuff. So let's lay this all out and take a look at exactly what a tabletop would look like with their new industrial terrain set. Okay, so here's a close-up of just what you can make from one box of this terrain. So imagine 2. If you want to splurge, you want to get like $250 worth of this stuff, is crazy talk. But one box will definitely get you enough for a tabletop, especially if you already have like some small craters or something like that to go up, in the middle center areas or just on the side there. And you can see, man, this stuff looks great. I love this terrain. It's very well detailed. I mean, it pretty much, you can tell exactly what it is, what it's supposed to be. It seems very durable, some sort of crazy resin, but not too heavy that, you feel like it's going to crush your models or anything like that. Just heavy enough that it, won't fall apart or anything like that. And like I said, they got those little felt pads on the bottom that should protect your delicate tabletops if you don't have a game mat underneath it, like this Fallout Zone mat, and shame on you, by the way, or if you just want to stack it on top of each other to store it or something like that, you don't want to get all destroyed, you could always put it back in the box as well, that it comes with the little styrofoam stuff. Although you might get little styrofoams everywhere, and nobody likes that sort of thing. So this is a pretty dope set of terrain. I won't lie. Like, I am super impressed with this, especially for the price point. The fact that it comes pre-painted. I just can't say enough nice things about it because I really believe in it. And, well, we're definitely going to be filming a bunch of videos with this stuff here soon on the Long War as well, because that's how cool it really is. So that's it for this one, folks. Remember to hobby smarter, not harder. Pick up this brand new set of pre-painted terrain from GameMat.eu and have more time for your hobby.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.